Let's start. A very good morning to one and all present over here. My name is Atharva Patel and my co-author is Pramod Subhash Lavand, and we represent Veer Mataji Zabai Technological Institute, Mumbai. And our topic for today is affordable housing and slum rehabilitation using preferred slab and EPS core panel technology. So without further ado, let's start with the presentation. All of you might be knowing that how difficult is it for a common man today to buy a house. Yeah, and also we need to look for the fact of slum rehabilitation, because if you take Mumbai as an example only, then we have Dharavi, in which 55% of the Mumbai's population resides only on 6% of Mumbai's land. So you can just imagine how vulnerable the situations could be there. So there poised a need of finding technologies that are very fast in construction as well as durable and very low cost as well. So we set out various literature reviews for the same and found some technology that we are reviving in this paper. So these will be the contents with which I will be going through with the PPT. You can have a quick glance. Now moving forward to the first technology, that is the voided flat slabs. So flat slabs are the kind of slabs which have no beams, for those who doesn't know, and voided in the sense they have voids inside them to reduce their cost. These voids are created by embedded formwork into the slabs. Okay, so the advantages of these voided flat slabs are as follows. The first and foremost is it has very lighter construction. It reduces formwork. The fire resistance and sound insulation capabilities are very good. It has less construction period, and of course it is economical. These are some design details of the voided flat system. We can skip them for later. Now the second technology that we are using is EPS core panel. So EPS basically stands for extended polystyrene, which means thermocol. This EPS panel consists of a thermocol sheet which is sandwiched between two other concrete sheets, RCC sheets, by a wire mesh. Now the wire mesh increases its flexibility a lot. It is very cheap interlocking kind of structure which we can erect in a very small span of time. Also, we should also look towards the sustainability, right? So you don't want to do development at the cost of someone's life. EPS technology is very recyclable, as you can remold the thermocol into some another products. Okay, this for the slum rehabilitation, the formwork that is made, it is also made up of HDPE. So you can recycle the waste from the slum itself to build the slums. Isn't it a great experience? Now we were finding technologies that are more cost effective as well as faster span of construction and durable. So we had precast technology in our view, but the major drawback with the precast technology is that it has very high transportation costs, and the breakages and damages due to transportation is a lot. So in order to overcome this problem, we made this. This is our first prototype. It consists of an I sheet. You can see it lay below. This is the I sheet. It is made up of fiber reinforced concrete, and it has hinges to it. The another arrangement is the reinforcement design for the voided flat slab that we have taken from various review papers. This is the plastic batons that create void, which are made up of HDPE plastic. Now, what happens next is very interesting. The flaps of the I sheet get folded to form a formwork in which we can directly cast the RMC. Isn't it a great thing? Now, the erection procedure is as follows. First, we take the accurate placing of the bearings. Next, we have arrangement for the joints, lapping, columns, dowel bars, expansion joints, contraction joints, and other facilities, followed by placing of fabricated reinforcement, and then comes concreting and finally curing for 28 days. So this is an IoT based system in which each and everything can be managed efficiently on that app. The I sheet is called as intelligent sheet because it contains an RFID tag. RFID stands for radio frequency identification, in which we can just scan the tag using our mobile phone, and we will get all the data about where the slab came from, what were its mix proportion, and all the other data for post maintenance purposes. This is the method of construction for a EPS panel. It involves laying the thermocol panel, then using the wire mesh reinforcement according to our feasibility, and then shortcutting them. These were the tests that were carried out. We made a panel block and then carried out an axial compression test. The results were as follows. We got 21.42 Newton per mm square strength with normal concrete, and then when we used concrete with coir, the strength we got, after reinforcing it with coir, that we got increased strength of 23.43 Newton per mm square. The next test we took was sound insulation test, in which we had very surprising results that 90% of the sound was absorbed by the panel. This is because the thermocol is a porous material and the sound keeps changing its medium and reducing its intensity. Fine. Now moving further, this is an abstract sheet of a normal EPS building versus a conventional RCC building. So through this we find that there is 19.55% of reduction in cost due to the EPS panels that we have used. So this is quite a bit reasonable stuff for a common man. Moving forward to the conclusion, what I can conclude is it is truly possible to construct affordable as well as durable and very construction in a very short time span in confined spaces such as slums. Starting with cost comparison, we have seen it reduced by 19.15%. The dead load is considerably reduced. The structure gets highly sound absorbent. Also, 1 kilogram of plastic replaces 100 kgs of concrete in the structure. And the development made in the IoT field and Industry 4.0 leads us to era of cyber physical systems and opens new doors to the customization industry. Moving forward, last but not the least, our future scope. We won't be stopping here. We want to make a research to revenue model. Going towards multi-storied construction will be the next part. Then we'll be having a collab with VJTI and BMC for the existing Dharavi slum development. And we are also trying to change or replace the trend of bringing load-bearing houses into the villages by this, which is a more feasible and time-saving option. And when we will achieve proper and affordable shelter for each and every need in this country, then I could say that purpose of this research would be fulfilled. These were my references for the PPT. And thank you very much for listening patiently. That's all for today. This is Atharva Patel. Thank you very much. लय लवकर झालं पण बरोबर झाला एन्जॉय करूया असले तरी मी बाहेर काढले